Hello, y'all. I'm back. Excuse me. It's 6:18 a.m. in the morning. So as I was on my way here, and they had a loud, come on, man. The instant I start a video, there's a damn plane. There was no plane a few seconds ago. How the fuck? This plane just came magically out of nowhere. Came from out of nowhere magically. I hope y'all able to hear me talk. The instant I press record, there was no plane at all. Where the hell did this plane came from? And there's quite a few of them flying around. If it ain't the doggone plane, it's the freaking fake ambulance sirens. So they had a raggedy old, like 2001 model, approximately 2001 model silver Honda Accord with a loud muffler and strange tail lights. Soon as I got off the bus, they were waiting for me to get off the bus. And then as I was walking on my way over here, they had this white man dressed in a suit. He looked like he had something mixed in him, like, but he may not have been white, but he looked dead at me and then ignored me when I said hello to him. And then there was another person that ignored me when I said hi, but that white man or whatever, he was like darker complected with darker hair, so I'm not even sure if he was actually white. But I'm just saying for description, like they had a black guy I said hello to, and he ignored me and continued walking or whatever. But but that mixed or whatever white looking man, he had something about him had this reptilian kind of look, like, well, that might be explaining why he wasn't friendly. I didn't realize until after I try to say hi and he acted a certain way. Sometimes it takes me a while to catch on that somebody's a perp. So and they had a white guy in a Pepsi truck that waited till I turned a corner to walk over here, and he turned on the ignition. And then afterwards, when I started to get out my camera and start filming, then he turned the ignition off and then got out of the truck, back out of the truck, So I'm having like heavy gang stalking activity early this morning, and couldn't even really put anything on film, but I just trying to document and talk about what I recall seeing, what I remember seeing. So once I got my camera out in a video earlier, everybody was on their best behavior, but I was trying to show y'all they had this lady who walked past me in such small space and didn't say excuse me or nothing. And then she whipped out a cigarette and started smoking. And it was another lady smoking a cigarette. And then they had this lady that waited till she walked by me to whip out her pink vape and started vaping near me. And I'm like, hell no. So I was forced to have to move and walk to the other side. So in the middle of the night, super late last night, I should have caught the first bus, but I didn't realize that the other bus was going to be late, like 10 minutes late. And hold on, this doggone thing. So with these bus drivers, here in Cincinnati, a lot of the times they try to do like what they used to do in Los Angeles, and I didn't know it was gang stalking. That the bus drivers set you up, they be late and then drive real slow on purpose to either set you up to miss the bus or set you up to come close to missing the bus as a psychological trauma. And then, like, come on, it's raining, and the bus driver came, like, she was supposed to have come at like 11:44 or 11:46 or something, like sometime between 11:44 and 11:47 or 11:48, I don't remember. But she came at like 11:55 or somewhere around there, and then was driving slow the whole route. I narrowly missed. I narrowly avoided missing the my connecting bus. So, and then the closer she got towards the end of the line of her stop, for me to get to the connecting bus, that's the slower she started to drive. I'm like, bitch, you already late. I didn't tell her that, but I'm thinking in my head, and I'm asking, like, she got defensive and smart ass, when I try to question her about why she's driving so slow. And, I said, you making me late to my next connection. And she's like, oh, I didn't know, ma'am. All I know is I'm just trying to get to the end of the line. But yeah, you know what you're doing. I have another connecting bus to take. So, yeah, that's what they'll do. Try to set you up in the rain, set you up to have to wait in the rain. And then your own black people, because that lady, she was a black bus driver. Your own black people, yeah, she set you up. Try to set you up to be waiting another 30 minutes while it's raining cats and dogs. Or I've dealt with bus drivers where I can be standing at the bus stop, and then they will pass me up in the rain, laughing. And then when it wasn't in the rain, but one time the bus driver, an abusive bully that was part of, the LGBTQIA community, bus driver named Georgia in Greenville, South Carolina, hardcore Bush Mandyke bus driver, Georgia in Greenville, South Carolina. What she did was, it was sunny that day, but I think it was probably really cold or something. And they know damn well that the buses pass by every hour in Greenville, South Carolina. So what she did was I was standing at the bus stop, and she drove by laughing. And so I called up the bus station, and they kept avoiding and ignoring me, and then wait a few months later to tell me, oh, we looked at the security cameras at least 10 times, and we didn't see such and such thing going on. And so then a lot of the other bus drivers separated themselves from me and started treating me a certain way or acting like flying monkeys. But the fake supervisors lied and said that they saw that they looked over 10 times. Like, that's bogus. That's what they'll do. They'll avoid you for months. And then if you keep pestering, they make you have to pester them. And if you keep pestering them enough, then, they'll gaslight and lie to you and stuff like that. And tell you something real bogus. Just like when there was Global Staffing Solutions in my hometown, New Orleans, that fake temp service job where I had to work at Tommy's Cuisine, and then left me to work for a day, and then they waited 4 months later. They refused to give me my paycheck. It was a $45 paycheck. And they refused to give me my paycheck, and then waited 4 months to tell me a whole bunch of bogus lies said about me. And then they lied and said, well, you clocked in, but you didn't clock out. And they lied and said that we had to keep correcting your behavior, and that you were begging for too much food, and and doing this and doing that or whatever. And I'm like, well, everybody else was eating on the job, like in front of my face. And I was trying to ask, I was homeless on the streets and hungry, had no money or food to eat. And everybody else, just eating in my damn face. I had to work the whole shift with no food. I think it was around Mardi Gras 2019. I don't think it was that day, but it was close to Mardi Gras. So, they waited 4 months later to try to tell me some bogus lies. It was a bunch of lies. I don't even remember the rest of the lies they told me. And I'm like, and that's one thing that temp service jobs, they get away with not paying you more than a permanent or a regular job. They get away with not paying you, So, come on, this loud ass fucking, I think that's a loud ass Pepsi truck. So, so I got, a little bit of sleep in the middle of the night, but, then I came over here, So, I still feel sleep deprived and need more sleep. So, I guess I'm gonna go for now. It's now 6:30 a.m. in the morning. I don't feel like doing oil pulling today. I really don't, so I'm not going to. But I'll consume the coconut oil today. And well, luckily the rain wasn't too bad last night. They were warning about severe weather. So tonight I have to be out on the streets, and then tomorrow I get the Social Security check. I'm disappointed because I'm pretty sure I filled out over 150 job applications. I promise you. Since I got up here, since I was on my way up here, I was already looking for jobs and housing opportunity and nothing. So, can't even get a room for rent. Couldn't get a job opportunity, just nothing. So, look like I'm gonna have to use, I don't think I can do 10 days, but look like a week in a hotel, a cheaper, I don't know if I can try to find a cheaper hotel, motel, extended stay or something. But I really don't want to be somewhere that's cruddy and unsafe. So, that make me feel uncomfortable and stuff, But cheap motels, they really don't give a damn. Like, they don't care if, stop toilet. Even cheaper hotels, so you end up paying $80 for a night for a raggedy roach hotel where doors don't lock, toilet won't flush, water not warm enough, water not hot enough when you take a shower, or and stains all over the doggone bed, wet, dirty roll of toilet paper or something like that. And you pay $80 to stay in something like that. So, and I cannot afford the doggone rich hotels like the Hilton and Marriott. I don't even strive to go there. I try to strive to go to, a cheaper hotel, where I was at recently this past weekend, that hotel, if it weren't for the roaches and the toilet flushing and the dirty tub, then I would have felt, relieved. But I also didn't like that the heater was shut off and on. I would rather the heater just stay on consistently, to keep drowning out the outside noise, like I can do when I put the air conditioner setting on. So I'm gonna go for now, and I hope to be able to write some short stories today. I started to yesterday, but I was too damn tired. So I'm gonna go for now. It's now what 6:33. Yikes. So I'm gonna go anyway. So I'll see y'all later.